How are we, lads?
ProEnzo, Vidz, DJ MOXLEY. Alright, we're just walking in now for the Dragons and the Bulldogs come back. The atmosphere! The crowd is electric!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Rugby League Breakdown Podcast, episode number 91 for your Wednesday night, June 14, 2023. Hope you guys are all doing well tonight. And as always, we are joined by ProEnzo, Vidz, and CJ MOXLEY. How are you, fellas? Sir. This should be a good show tonight.
Yeah, it should be a good show, and I'm going well, bro. It's been a big week, and it feels like a long day for some reason. But yeah, I'm looking to end the night with a podcast, a good one.
Great way to end the night, and we've got CJ MOXLEY as well down the bottom. How are you, CJ?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Got the bye week this week, so just going to be a neutral spectator of the footy this week. But yeah, I'm going well.
Yep, and as we can see in the live chat, 9 episodes. It's episode 100, which is going to be probably the biggest podcast yet to date. Now, tonight, we've got some big things to talk about. We're going to go over the origin stuff that's been happening over the last couple of days. We're going to have a chat about the future of Luke Brooks. Where's he going? What's the go with Luke Brooks? And a couple other things as well about the Sharks. Are the Sharks contenders or are they pretenders? So, a few things to talk about here tonight. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe to the YouTube channel of ProEnzo, Vidz, and CJ MOXLEY if you haven't already. And would really appreciate that. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. All right. Hello to the chat. We've got SS Storm fan, Josh Rabbitohs 2023, Jason Reader, Teddy Games PlayStation. Did I just see Rishi's name in the chat? I do. Hello, Rishi.
You're all keen
from Newcastle, Aaron Marnie, Mike, Josh, William Pearson, Josh Rabbitohs 23. Hello, everyone that's tuning in. You guys are all doing very, very well. All right. We got a bit of a crowd building up here now, so it's good to see. Faraz in the chat as well. He says trot. I ain't trot nowhere. But all right. Let's get into the program, fellas. We got a little bit to talk about here tonight. Let's get into the show.
Let's go.
And we're going to start off with topic number 5. And boy, Mitchell Moses, fellas. Mitchell Moses wins the halfback race for the New South Wales Blues. It's controversial. Mitchell Moses will be the number 7 for New South Wales next Wednesday night for Origin number 2. We're going to start with you on this one, CJ. Moses, do you like it? Do you hate it? What's your view on the whole Mitchell Moses halfback for New South Wales situation?
Well, I think this is one where we might clash, lads. I really do think so. He's not my first choice, but I don't hate it. I do like it. I do think he's a good halfback, and I do understand that he has had moments in big games where he hasn't stood up as a halfback should. But there also are big games. I consider finals games big games, rivalry games big games where he has stood up. The only concern is that this is a do or die state of origin. I'm going to forget his last origin performance and hopefully he learns from that. But look, he's not my first choice, but I have zero issue with it. I think he can lead us to a victory. Got to back him.
Yeah. I like your confidence.
Have to have
I really do.
I just have to have it.
ProEnzo, I think you're going to disagree.
Yeah, look, not a rant, but a very passionate sort of thoughts in it. Look, obviously Moses can perform as well as he can at club level, but in big games he's a failure, and that's been proven. He's struggled to be consistent throughout a final series. He hasn't done much from the times at Parramatta and the time that they've made finals. If it wasn't for the forward pass and that Cowboys and Eels prelim, then he would never have been relevant in that grand final anyway. Like no one would be talking about him taking to the grand final. And look, Game 3 of 2021 is what I need to say. Like I know that's a bit of a while ago now, but it's he's played in the Origin arena before. He's been there, done it, and if he couldn't deliver there, then why can he deliver again? Because I think players have come back and they've shown what they can do in levels like that of Origin and grand finals. And it's a bit funny how Moses is the least impacted half in those games, like type of games. So clearly I hate him. I don't like the bloke, but I'm not saying any of this because of my hate for him, but I'm saying it because it's proof that he is a failure in big moments. And if the Blues want to win in a do-or-die game, then don't pick him, because you should have picked a Reynolds or someone like that who knows what they're doing and have that sort of confidence and that sort of guide that can take a team to a big moment win. So Moses is not that guy, and you'll get outplayed. That's in my opinion.
Yeah, well, everyone that tuned into my channel last night would have already saw my opinion on this whole Mitchell Moses thing. I don't need to get into it too much. All I'm going to say is I'm against it. I'm not for it. Like I said last night, and I will say it again. I will go on record, and I will say this. You guys can screen record this if you like. I do not care. In my opinion, Mitchell Moses will never take New South Wales to the promised land.
Yep, agree.
Come on, man.
It won't happen. Mitchell Moses will not take us to the promised land, and he'll not
get
lead
us there,
to
boys. Trust.
No, he won't.
Trust.
No.
I feel like he won't do that.
No, won't happen.
Maybe I'm
All
being
on
too
Moses,
optimistic, but
it's terrible. It ain't going to work.
He's a proven failure, so that's different.
I am more than happy to apologise next Wednesday night if New South Wales win, and I'm wrong. I'm more than happy to come on here and admit that I was wrong. But I've seen Moses in big games before. I know what he's like. I've seen it happen. No, this is not the right direction at all. Terrible decision.
Yep.
strong words, boys.
And I put up an Instagram story the other day. I think it was yesterday morning, and someone did a TikTok video not long after that, and I found it really funny. How they took a couple of things that I said out of my mouth and put it in their own TikTok video. So yeah,
I wasn't even aware of that.
Maybe something to keep an eye on. Maybe just if someone does have a different opinion, if someone has a different view on what I say on an Instagram story or on YouTube, and they want to go ahead and cut it out and make their own TikTok video on it, maybe DM me what the problem is first instead of having a shot on TikTok. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to reveal who it is, but
Debate the opinion, don't attack the opinion.
maybe if he wasn't kissing us so much, I wouldn't have to say anything. But anyway, I'll leave it at that.
All right.
But Mitchell Moses, I don't know. I hope I'm wrong.
Well,
Yeah. Well, hopefully you are, Breakers.
look, if Blues win, I'm not going to apologise because it's not going to be in the back of him.
I'll tell you this: if Mitchell Moses has a big game on Wednesday night and he kills it, has a really strong game for New South Wales, and we level the series at 1-1, I will definitely come out and apologise.
It depends who else plays better than him. I think guys like Tom, Latrell, and even Luai would be more crucial in my opinion.
Tedesco.
Man, I can't wait for that.
Tedesco bounce back, yep.
Anyway, we'll see what happens, but I am not going to be praising Moses until he does it because I think it's a terrible decision.
Wait, is it next Wednesday or?
Yeah, next Wednesday.
Yes, I'm keen for that.
7 days.
Let's go.
Not far.
7 days until me and ProEnzo nail this on the.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose.
Everyone watch out. It's going to happen.
Get your Maroons jersey on, Nicky.
Just lock it in already, I think.
No, I'm not fucking wearing the Maroons. I'm born and bred from New South Wales.
Just a harsh truth, I think, of opinion.
Lorenzo, I'm not sure if you'll go this far, but I just want to say congratulations to Queensland on winning the series.
Oh, come on, boys.
You know what?
Uh,
Queensland, they've locked it and sealed it for 2023.
Nah,
Congratulations.
They stopped Moses.
Well done, Queensland.
Oh.
Done the
Anyway,
right.
we'll find out. Obviously, I hope New South Wales win,
Oh,
but
man.
with Moses at number 7, my confidence is very low. Anyway,
Oh,
it should have been Hines.
right, yeah.
But what we did to Hines was fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't agree with the Hines sacking.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Topic number 4. It just got announced before, but we all know it was confirmed a couple of days ago. The Dragons have finally done the right thing, guys. The St. George Illawarra Dragons have signed Shane Flanagan as head coach. I believe it's a 3-year deal.
Yep.
I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's a 3-year deal.
3-year deal, yeah.
Shane Flanagan signs with the Dragons as head coach. He will take over, I believe, next season for 3 seasons. ProEnzo, the Dragons, obviously, Shane Flanagan's currently at Manly as an assistant coach.
Yep.
Do you want him to stick around for the remainder of the season, or are you happy to see him go to the Dragons now?
Well, I believe in his contract, he is contracted to stay for the remainder of 2023 before he can go to the Dragons in 2024 as a head coach. I know he's already signed a deal for next year, but I'd keep him for now. I think he is still an important part of our team for this year. I think we need his coaching still, and it wouldn't help us if he left mid-season, because I think that will hurt our team. So we need to keep the band together and just go and see how it goes for the rest of the year until he does move on until next year. So, but look, as for Dragon signing, like I said, it's the right call. He's the best coach available in the market, and I think he'll turn Dragons into a force sometime soon.
Yeah, in a couple of seasons, there's no doubt about it. What's your take on it, CJ? You think it's the right decision?
Nah, I like it. I like it a lot. I think this is a really good appointment from St. George Illawarra. I think one thing that Shane Flanagan will do is utilise the younger kids in their junior base for a start. I think we noticed with the Dragons, for some reason, they like to sign older people. I think they're going to start signing and utilising their younger players. I think Shane Flanagan's very big on defence as well. I could be wrong.
Yes.
And I think that's something that the Dragons need to fix to stabilise themselves. I think Ben Hunt will stay now with Flanagan being there. But we all seen what he did at the Sharks. 2014, Wooden Spooners. 2 years later, they're premiers. I'm not going to say what's going to happen to the Dragons, but under Shane Flanagan's tenure, I believe they will be a top 8 team once again.
Let me just say this. By 2025, the Dragons will be a top 8 team.
I can see it. I really can.
I agree. I think
I'm telling you right now, this season's a complete write-off, and I think it's what the Dragons' goal for the remainder of this season is. Just try and get the young kids to develop and learn a lot more as they go. And I think the goal would be for the rest of the year, just try and avoid bottom 4. That's probably the Dragons' goal.
The only negative is get rid of the board, let Flano pick his own.
Don't even start me on the board. Do not go there.
Get Flano's people around him, and then the Dragons, they'll be good to go.
If we get into the board, we're going to be here all fucking night, I'm telling you now.
Yeah, that board's toxic, guys.
I think next season is a building season for the Dragons. I don't think 2024 is a finals type season, although you just never know in this competition what's going to happen. But I think next year is more of a building season, getting the salary cap in order, looking at players, who to sign and who to develop and who to keep. And I think 2025, by then, they'll have a fair idea on what they're how they're looking and what they've got and the salary cap and who they have at the club at the time. I think 25 might be the year where they go very close to the top 8. So you need to give them at least 1 year to build the Dragons up.
He won't fix it instantly. No.
I mean, if you have a look at Cronulla, when Flanagan came in at Cronulla, it took him about 2 years to get into the top 8. So,
yeah, that Wooden Spooners at one point under his tenure.
2014.
I think
if they make it though.
What year did he go there? It was 2010.
14.
I think he started
13 or something. Yeah.
I think he was there in 2010 or 2011. He started at the Sharks, And then 2012, 2013, they made the 8, and then they had that whole scandal in 2014. And then he was back at coaching there again. And then obviously 2016, they were the premiers. But that's what I mean. Give him a good 12 to 14 months to get the cap in order and get the whole roster sorted out. The Dragons are going to be on the up, man. They're not going to be in the bottom 2 for much longer, man. They're going to be on the up very soon.
Surely not with Shane Flanagan as coach. Surely not.
Shane Flanagan's had success every time he's coached. So I think he only missed the finals once, and that was because of that whole drug scandal year.
Yeah, he's an established coach, so it's going to help him having that.
God, it was finals in what 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think he missed the finals twice. So he's got a very good record.
Like a 80% rate. It's good.
It's a very good record. Now, do we think Ben Hunt will stay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he will because he reassured with Flano that he wants to stay if he's the coach. I think so. Yeah, he will.
I think what they need to go and do, boys, is I think they need to go out and get a really experienced prop forward. They need to go out and get a big name prop.
Yeah, it's very skinny, their pack.
I don't like.
They've got some quality players there. They've got DeBellin. They've got Francis Molo's a good player on his day. Played Origin a couple of years ago. I know you hate Blake Lorenzo, but he does a job off the bench time to time. They need a. I'm just trying to work out who they need. They need a like a Christian Welsh or a David Clemmo or a Daniel Saifidi. Daniel Saifidi is top front rower for me.
Go for Saifidi, man. He might be leaving you. Get him.
Daniel Saifidi might be the guy they need.
I think he's on the market too, so maybe Dragons should target him.
Go after him.
Yeah. If the Dragons can pick up a front rower, like a Saifidi, like a Christian Welsh, maybe I don't know who else on the market. Even a Luke Thompson. Like, they need to get a really good prop.
Yeah, I could see Thompson going there. I reckon.
Luke Thompson's off contract in the year. Maybe Thompson and Saifidi.
That'd be great for him. That'd
be a good fucking middle for the Dragons. And you got DeBellin at lock forward, and you got guys like Sewer, Bird around the back row doing a job. I mean, it's not bad. It's a lot better.
They got the potential there, but I think Flanagan can get it out of him now.
Oh yeah, I think he can definitely build him up. But anyway, we all agree it's a good addition to the Dragons.
Yeah, sure is.
Probably number 3. Oh man, this is something I didn't want to bring up on the podcast, but the rumors are getting very strong. Luke Brooks, rumored to be joining my team, the North Queensland Cowboys 2024 and beyond. There's a lot of strong rumors going around. Some of it doesn't really make sense to me or add up. Now, let me just start by saying Chad Townsend, right? Chad Townsend's the Cowboys halfback right now. Chad Townsend's contract runs out next year. And he just bought a goddamn multi-million-dollar house in Townsville in North Queensland somewhere. So why the fuck are these Luke Brooks rumors coming up out of nowhere? We don't need a 5'8". We've got Tom Dearden.
Maybe something's going on.
I'm so confused with the rumor because it doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Right.
But if Townsend does move on, is Luke Brooks the right choice for the Cowboys? I would love to hear your guys' opinion on this.
Yeah, well, look, I think he's the best halfback since JT, I reckon. No.
Facts, bro. Facts.
But I don't know. I think he's a proven failure, unfortunately. I think if Cowboys sign him, they're only going backwards, unfortunately. Hopefully the Cowboys do avoid him, as I think there's better young players that they can produce like that. Tom Duffy and that Jake Bork maybe instead, if Townsend left.
Chester as well.
Yeah, I think Brooks, you need to stay away from him. I don't think Cowboys need him, and hopefully Todd Payne doesn't get sucked in by signing him. So Brooks needs to go to Super League, nowhere else. And yeah, don't do it. Cowboys, don't do it.
What do you think, CJ?
I don't know where he fits in the team. You got Dearden and Townsend, and you got a bunch of young halves. I don't know where Brooks fits now. By all reports, he's going to North Queensland. But in saying that, I'm going to go a bit left field here. I think he'll end up at Leeds Rhinos, and Blake Austin might return to Canberra. That's my field opinion. I don't know why Luke Brooks would go to the Cowboys. I know he has Todd Payton there, who was an influence to him like a decade ago. But look, I'm not one to say where he'll go, but I just don't know where he fits in that Cowboys team. So I don't think he'll land there, but never say never.
All right, my opinion. All right. A few people have actually DM'd me on Instagram before the show tonight about this. So I've told them to come on to the podcast and tune in and give you my view on it. All right, so Luke Brooks. Right. I've been critical of him for a long time, and I still am to this day. I'm not a big fan of him. Now, I do not want to take shots at the West Tigers here, but he's been at the Tigers since 2013, right? His first official full season was 2014. Hasn't played finals. Hasn't been able to lead the Tigers to success. How he's still at the Tigers is beyond me. Now, obviously, the money he's on is quite extraordinary.
Crazy.
He's on $1 million or whatever he's on. It's pretty much over the top. Now, there's no doubt whether you like him, you hate him. It doesn't matter what you think of him. There's no doubt about it that he is a very, very talented player. He's got a good skill set. He's not a bad defender, and he's got some really good things in his arsenal. But this is not the right direction for the Cowboys to go. Like, you look at who we got coming through. We got some great kids: Chester, Burke, Duffy. There's absolutely no need to go out and buy Luke Brooks. Now, I think you're on the money with Luke Brooks about going to the Super League, Lorenzo, and CJ as well. I just don't see him fitting in at the Cowboys. And if he were to come up, I don't know I don't know how Brooks and Dearden would work. Like, is Dearden going to be the 7, or is Dearden going to stay at the 6? I mean, I don't know what the goal is there. I feel like Tom Dearden's been a much better 6 than 7.
Yeah, if Brooks does go to the Cowboys, and I say if, I think it could help him. He'll be under the first off, you'll have Jonathan Thurston there.
Yeah,
you'll see improvement in Brooks. Yeah. You will see improvement in Brooks, but I don't know if that's the halfback that the Cowboys need or want.
I honestly think, now this might be way too harsh. I think if Luke Brooks came to the Cowboys, it would be a little bit disrespectful to the number 7 jersey. I mean, we've got one of the all-time greats in Jonathan Thurston, who wore that jersey with fucking pride. We've had a couple of duds over the years that have worn that jersey and haven't gone great. But Luke Brooks, I mean, it might be good for him to go to the Cowboys, a new environment, less pressure. But less pressure might be a bit of fake news. I reckon he'll be under a fair bit of pressure because the Cowboys have got a lot of Origin players in their team, and they're expected to be in the top 8. And Luke Brooks has never played finals football before, so I just don't know if Luke Brooks is the right fit for us. But I don't know. Maybe a change of scenery will do him the world of good, and maybe some better coaching will make him a better player. But in saying that, boys, he's being coached by guys like Benji Marshall at the moment, and he's still, average. And
mate,
look,
Ivan.
I know that the Tigers roster isn't as good as the Cowboys, but fuck, man, Luke Brooks at the Cowboys, it's such a gamble.
Yeah, and like he's played with Benji, he's been coached by Benji, and he still hasn't done anything. Like that's embarrassing to get. So,
to his credit, boys, he has been fairly good the last couple of weeks. He's had a couple of good games, 3 or 4 weeks. He's been very solid. He's definitely improved, but I just don't know if he's the right man to come up to Townsville and do it. I've been critical of Luke Brooks. I have gone a little bit easy on him over, the last 4 or 5 weeks, and I think we just need to as well. But I don't know. I don't know, man, because the Cowboys have got a premiership window at the moment. They've got an opportunity to be a contender. I mean, last year we were in the prelim, for fuck's sake. This year we've been a bit hot and cold. But
Townsend's played a big part in that, so I don't know why you'd replace him.
it just doesn't make any sense to me. I know Townsend's had a very average season, but fuck, I don't know if this is the right move.
I don't know if
Yeah,
Luke
it's
Brooks
not.
will be a Cowboys premiership winning half. It just sounds weird to me, you know?
It doesn't sound right. But in saying that, last year when the Cowboys had a big season, you would have said Chad Townsend's leading the promised land, and Chad Townsend was a top 3 halfback.
No, you would
year.
sound crazy saying that preseason.
It was weird saying it because we're all shocked at how good the Cowboys were going.
Yeah, I'm still trying
It's
to
so
wrap my head
weird.
around it, bro.
I don't know, man. Personally, I wouldn't do this. I'd just develop the young kids.
No, I'd keep
because-
Townsend and put in
Because
that.
guys, what I was told after Townsend goes, I was told the plan was Dearden 7, Drinkwater 6, Chester 1.
I'd do that. I would.
That's
do
the
that.
plan
I
after
like
Townsend. I've been told.
I'd rather
I'd do
develop
that.
Walk or Duffy because one of them will leave, I think, if that happens.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah, a young half will leave, unfortunately. I think, yeah, true.
Between Jacob Burke and Tom Duffy, we can't keep them both. One of them will probably end up leaving.
I think
Don't let
Duffy's
Duffy go,
better.
yeah.
Duffy's been rated very
I
high.
reckon Burke will be the one to leave.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, maybe
don't know,
it's all
man.
false and none of this happens.
Look, if Brooks does come to us, I don't know, man. I just don't think it's the right move.
You just have to hope that he can learn under that new environment.
I'm not going to lie, boys. I'll probably go off my head if he joins us.
Oh, mate. Apparently it's days away from being announced. But
God, don't say
until
that.
then-
I hope it's
until
got to be
then-
bullshit.
Until
All
then, we'll rest on it.
I want everyone to understand this. I am not a Luke Brooks fan. If he comes to the Cowboys, I am going to fucking lose my shit. Like,
Bro,
there's going to be a rant.
back
Like,
him, bro.
like the corner post will be back times 69.
Oh,
Oh,
look. Looking forward to that one then.
In my opinion, bro, wait and see how he goes if he comes. If he comes.
Look, I get it. You know, he wants to go to a new team. He wants a brand new lifestyle of football, but no, not the Cowboys, man. Go to the fucking Raiders. They need a half.
Yeah. Damn money would be.
Go to the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Canterbury. They're
Dog.
screaming for a half.
Yeah, it would help him to stay in Sydney, but yeah, fucking.
Do not join us, please. Please.
Maybe he just wants to get away from the Sydney media. Who
We'll
knows?
see what happens. I don't know.
Oh,
Tough one.
I'm worried. I'm actually really worried.
Nick, do you reckon now that it's likely or what?
I don't know, but I'm fucking scared. If we sign Luke Brooks, you will see a fucking video live stream, and the title will be Cowboys fan rages about signing Brooks or something.
Oh, hey, we'll see what
I can already
happens.
imagine
That'll be interesting.
I can already imagine how it's gonna go.
And I will fucking lose it.
Interesting to see where he goes, though. Ooh.
Topic number 2. Fuck, this is gonna get interesting.
I don't even know why this is a debate.
Tino Fa'asuamaleaui have been suspended for breaking Api Coruscant's jaw. Now, go back to last Thursday night, right? We had the Gold Coast and the West Tigers. An absolute shit game for Thursday night football. Tino, a couple of weeks ago against Canterbury, he ran up with the forearm, lifted it up, knocked Reid Marnie out. He had a concussion, and on the weekend against the West Tigers, Tino ran again. Forearm lifts the forearm up, hits Coruscant right in the fucking jaw, and Coruscant's now got a broken jaw in 2 places. He'll miss probably 6 to 8 weeks, but Tino has been let off again. So he's done it twice, gotten away with it. What do you think? What do you think, Lorenzo? I think it's a fucking outrage.
Yeah, look, as CJ said at the start, I don't know why it's a debate because he clearly raised his forearm with a purpose to hurt Coruscant. It's not like it's an accident either because he was looking at Coruscant when he was running the ball up. So anyone saying it's an accident is just stupid because look at the footage and he's clearly looking at Coruscant with his forearms up. So, and he did some remarting too. So that's more evidence he just does that sort of the run ups with the forearm out as a purpose thing. So. Yeah, he should be suspended, and why he hasn't been suspended yet, I don't know. And it's just so weird. Like, other players can get suspended for doing stuff like that, but for some reason Tino can't. Like, inconsistencies by the NRL, but it's just worse seeing Tino do that because, I mean, breaking a jaw in 2 places is just no accident in my opinion. So that's disgusting, and Tino should be suspended.
What do you reckon, Moxley?
Yes, he should have been suspended. I don't even know why this is even a talking point in the NRL world at the moment. He's broken a player's jaw in 2 places. He's going to miss at least up to 10 weeks now. How can you justify it? How can you defend it? He has a track record of doing it. He's, in all due respect to Titans fans or whatever, he's a fucking grub. It's just as simple as that, right? You don't run like that in any position on a footy field.
Did you just say, with all due respect to Titans fans?
Oh, I don't want to
fuck them all.
Look, Nick,
Fuck
I'll let you have the full-on rant.
They are the biggest fucking wankers going.
All I'm going to say is you can't justify it. He broke a player's jaw. He has a track record of running like that, so it's no accident. I doubt he went out there to break his jaw, but he did go out there to hurt someone physically. Like, in a way, where it's footy way. But look, he should have been suspended. Simple as that. He broke someone's jaw. Yeah, if it was another player, they would have gone 6 weeks.
I'll tell you a story, boys. I haven't told anyone this. What day was it? Last Saturday. I was down at the local shopping centre there in Lismore, and there was a Titans fan who recognised me from YouTube. And he came over to me outside the alcohol shop there, and he goes, "Nick, can you lay off the Gold Coast?" And I said, "Why is that?" He said, "Oh, you just criticize them all the time." And he goes, "I love your content. I watch your channel, but can you lay off him a little bit?" I'm like, I could consider it. Yeah, definitely something I could think about. And then he goes, he was trying to tell me about Tino. It was an accident and all this. Mate, honestly, you can't run the football up and then lift your forearm. It's against the rules. He was warned about it after the Bulldogs game.
Yeah.
Everybody was knocked out. And now it's happened to Coruscant. It's happened to 2 hookers. Tino's done it again.
His response is, it's a contact sport. Yeah, but you don't break people's jaw.
It is a contact sport, but don't lift your elbow when you run the ball.
Yeah, and it's like when Suoliti raises his knee too. Same thing. Like,
how many weeks did he get for? He got 3 weeks.
Yeah, Tino gets nothing.
I would argue Tino's forearm was worse than Joseph Suoliti's knee.
100%. He broke someone's jaw.
It is.
And I know there's a lot of Gold Coast fans out there that are saying, you just want to target Tino because of this and that, blah, blah, blah. First of all, it's got nothing to do with state of origin. And second of all, it's a second offence. You do it once, you get a warning and we move on. But the second time, you can't get away with this bull crap.
You can't.
It's not an accident.
You can't.
Listen, boys. Back in round 2, right? I think it was round 2. I was at the Broncos versus Cowboys game, right? Friday night footy. That was uncool. Big crowd. It was wet weather footy, whatever. Drinkwater comes across field, and he accidentally broke Corey Oates' jaw. Now, Oates was out for 8 weeks, I believe. Drinkwater got 4 weeks.
Something like that.
Even though it was an accident, what Drinkwater did, you still got to get time for it. And Tino's the same. He may not deliberately be, putting the forearm up, but he still did it.
Yep. And also players have a duty of care as well. So Tino's broken that. So, yeah.
Correct. Now, if Coruscant put his head down low and he hit Tino's knee or his hip and then he broke his jaw, then that's Coruscant's own fault. Yeah. But a fucking forearm, come on, that's a 2 to 3 week suspension for me.
Yeah, look, honestly, I hope in game 2 someone just targets Tino and smashes him.
Yeah,
I
and
hope
people stop giving me that fucking it's a rough contact sport bullshit. Yeah, it is a rough sport, but you don't break someone's fucking jaw and justify it.
Yeah, and you can't run the football with your forearm up. It's fucking foul play.
Yeah, and to the head as well. So it's makes it
Oh,
worse.
it's ridiculous,
It's just
man.
how's he got off? I don't know, and I will never know.
Mate, if it was an Origin and this was like round fucking 6, round 7,
Yeah,
maybe he would have got a few weeks. But
yeah.
anyway, if he does it again, I hope he gets charged, man, because I went off my head on Thursday night in the review, man, and God,
Yeah,
I'm sick of him getting
I
off it.
don't understand it.
Topic number 1. Sharks. Cronulla Sutherland Sharks. Where do I begin with this mob?
What the hell is wrong with him now?
Where do I even begin? Are the Sharks pretenders? Now, before I get you guys' opinion on it, they have not beat a team in the top 8 this season. They
Oh, 6 against them. Yeah.
they failed against top 8 opposition. They seem to go missing in really big games. They got beat by 50 against Melbourne on the weekend that just went. They do play the Bulldogs this Sunday, which is a game you'd expect the Sharks to bounce back in.
If they lose
But
that, bro,
I don't know if this team I don't know if this team's going to contend with the top sides. CJ, are the Sharks a contender for the premiership, or are they a pretender sort of side where they might make the top 8, but
all right.
won't do any damage? What's your take on them?
I'm speaking at this part of the season. I think the Cronulla Sharks will not go anywhere past week 2 again. The only thing really good going for them is their attack. Their defense is dreadful, and they've got a coach like Craig Fitzgibbon who has built everything on defense, and to let 54 points in it's ridiculous anyway. Yeah, like you mentioned, their record against top 8 teams are horrible. 0-6. That's no excuse. That's flat track bullies type of stuff. Look, I do think. No, actually, no, I don't. I don't think they're a premiership contender. I do definitely think they'll play finals footy, but I can't see them making a charge for the title. I really can't.
What do you think, Lorenzo? Can they bounce back and be a threat?
They can bounce back, I think, but as for a premiership contender, I don't think so. I think if you are a premiership contender and a legit contender, I think you got to beat the best clubs in the comp, like the top 8 teams and the top 4 teams as well. But the Sharks have done none of that, and that just goes to show you that they are flat track bullies and they could be fake. But they can bounce back in form wise, but not go anywhere far in finals if they do make it. So the Sharks, to me, are not anything to look out for. I think they're getting exposed week by week, in my opinion.
Wouldn't be surprised if they finish top 4, but I don't think they can win the premiership at the moment. Now,
Yeah.
I know there's that record where if you concede 50 points, you can't win the premiership.
That's
Look,
correct.
the more we talk about that, the more that it's going to break. That drought's going to break soon. So I'm sick of hearing all this bullshit about, you lose by 50, you can't win the comp, blah, blah, blah. It's going to change soon. One day, it's going to break eventually.
Eventually.
So I'm not, I don't believe in that curse too much.
I still believe it. I believe it.
I don't know, bro. It's going to break one day. It's the same as Origin. Like, there's going to be things are going to happen out of nowhere that you won't expect. There's going to be shocks. But Cronulla, I think they can still turn it around and maybe be a contender. But the only way they can do it for me is they need to end up in the top 4.
Yeah,
I think there's a few teams that can potentially make the grand final and outside the top 4. But for me, the Sharks are one of those teams where if they don't get top 4, I can't really picture them making the grand final.
Yeah, top 4 is important with any club, I think.
I can't vision them going past week 2 at the moment. I really can't.
I was going to go to live chat for a moment. We got a donation. Flash Blue. So thank you for the $10, bro. Appreciate it. It says Queensland clean sweep. God, I hope not.
Wouldn't be good.
Wouldn't be good. And Flash Blue again with another donation, $5. Luke Brooks going to the Bulldogs or Titans or stay at Tigers?
He
Well,
won't go to the Titans.
if you go on Google and you type up Luke Brooks Cowboys, Fox Sports are reporting that he's going to the Cows. So who knows?
Another
Now
thing with the Sharks.
back on the Sharks.
Yeah.
Back on the Sharks. What do you reckon? Like, if I just don't know,
Mate.
is there more problems there?
I
don't know.
but I do think it's not an injury excuse at all. But I think they are missing Toby Rudolph, dude. I think he adds a lot to that team. I don't
He's
think
back
that's
this
why
week, I
they're
think.
falling down, but I do think they could do a lot with him. Also around the Sharks, the reason why I can't see them really competing for titles, look at the teams around them that they're probably going to have to verse in the finals. Broncos, Souths, Penrith, Melbourne. You could even chuck the Warriors up there.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I'm not convinced.
I've got something very unpopular to say here.
Yeah.
I think Matt Moylan's got to go.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's a
I think
liability.
his time's up.
He's a liability.
I think they should bring in Braden Trindle to 5'8".
Yes.
And go with that. But if they don't want to go Braden Trindle, maybe look for a 5'8" from the market. I don't know who's available, but there's a guy named Sam Walker who's not getting minutes at the Roosters. But I don't know.
That'd be a big one for him.
That'd be a good signing, yeah.
I think Matt Moylan's time's up.
Yeah, bro. I think, Braden Trindle, he needs to be in the team, man. When he replaced Hines, he was doing great.
Yeah. Anyway, I think they're pretenders as well. So we all agree pretenders?
Yeah,
Yep.
At this stage, yes.
Yep.
Pretenders.
All right, let's go. It's time for the Breakdown Podcast Game Show.
Here we go.
Tonight, I've decided that it's going to be me versus Lorenzo. Lorenzo can't lose.
Oh,
At the moment, I'm going to take him
what
on.
the fuck? You didn't tell me this.
I know. I kept it a secret. Kept it quiet.
I don't even got questions, bro.
Brother, do you have your phone?
Yeah, I do. That's what I'm on right now.
Do you have a laptop nearby or something?
My laptop's broken, bro, for months.
Oh, we'll just ask questions that you know off the top of your head. Whatever.
Fucking hell.
It's no big deal.
Should have told me, bro.
I'll find out under the bus here tonight, CJ.
Thrown me on the spotlight. Jesus Christ.
Breakdown Podcast Game Show. This is going to be a good one. Now, let's have a look at the odds here tonight. ProEnzo Vidz, $2.50 favourite. Nick from Australia, $7 odds.
I don't know.
Now, I am in a mood. I want to take down Lorenzo. He seems to be winning every week. It's time that someone beats him.
Dude, what the fuck?
You're going down tonight, Lorenzo.
Yeah, if I could even think of the question.
Even if it's an easy question, doesn't even matter.
All right, how much questions? I don't know. I'll just think of it one by
Couple of
one.
them.
All right.
Unless you want to just leave for a minute on the
I can think of one.
What?
I can think of one right now.
All right, no worries.
Okay.
Right.
So first question.
All right, guys, just quickly, hang on, CJ. If anyone in the live chat reveals the answers to the questions that CJ asked, you will be banned for 5 minutes. You do it again, you'll be blocked. So, it's first one to 3. ProEnzo versus Nick from Australia. CJ, the questions are yours.
Yeah, all right. First question which top 8 team do the Sharks play next?
Warriors.
Correct. Lorenzo is on the board.
See, I had no idea on that one. Fuck.
All right.
Hang on.
I'm just going off the top of my head. All right.
ProEnzo's got the 1-0 lead. All right. Next question.
Right. Souths play the Dragons next in, I don't know, some fucking round in round 20 or something. But where's the venue?
Jubilee.
Incorrect.
Wollongong.
Incorrect.
Combank.
Incorrect.
Barlow Park.
Correct.
Yes.
Barlow Park, Cairns.
I remember that.
All right, 1-1.
1-1. Come on, brother.
Guys, remember, I'm doing this off the top of my head, so I'm trying.
Yeah. Go on, bro.
All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. When do fucking hell? You know, I'll give you another South question since I can finish off my head.
Yeah,
Who do
that's all right,
South
bro.
play in
Ask
round
anything.
26? Who do South play in round 26?
Round 26. Dragons.
Incorrect.
Brisbane.
Incorrect.
Fuck. Hang on. Oh, God.
Bulldogs.
Warriors.
Incorrect and incorrect.
Canberra.
Incorrect.
Manly.
Incorrect, dude.
Sharks.
Nope.
Roosters.
Nope.
West Tigers.
Incorrect, boys.
Hang on. I'm thinking.
Dolphins.
No.
Melbourne Storm.
No, some fuckwit ruined it in the chat.
All right, you're getting banned.
Yeah, that anonymous guy. Oh, that fucking and York as well, both of them.
Anonymous, go fuck yourself. York, see you later, bro. I fucking warned everyone.
Bro, Anonymous has ruined it 3 times, bro. In this,
I'm going to say this again, and I'm going to be clear as day. Do not reveal the fucking answers in the chat.
Anonymous robbed Lorenzo.
Everyone knows
Just
the
block
rules.
him. Yeah, block him. Seriously.
Anyway, if I do it again, they will be blocked.
You know what? Oh, fuck, all right. Trying to think of an answer for you boys. I mean, a question for you boys.
I don't know, give us a guess on who plays next week or the week after or whatever.
All right, fine. You know what? I'll do that. Who plays on the Friday night next week?
Fucking I remember.
I hope it's next week. I hope I got it right. Wait, what's this round? Is this round 16?
Yeah.
Round
Okay,
17 next week. Yeah.
All right, yes.
Fuck, that's actually hard.
I don't know.
I'm thinking top of my head here. Fuck.
Warriors Dragons, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah, I knew
fuck.
it. Yeah.
Warriors, Dragons.
That's that Wollongong game, isn't it?
I remember
I
now,
think
yeah.
so. I'm pretty sure.
Fuck.
Yeah, I remember it now.
Fuck. No.
All right, another simple question. All right. Testing, bro. Give him a pre-98 question.
Fuck off, Nathan.
Nathan, I'm trying to fucking think. All right. What was the crowd attendance between? Oh, mate. You know, don't give me the exact number, but give me, you know what I mean. Like, what was the crowd attendance for Rabbitohs Dragons this past week?
18,000.
Incorrect.
26,000.
Nope.
22,000.
No.
32,000.
Nah. It was sold out
19,000.
though. It was sold out though. No.
Yeah.
I hope I got it right. I think I know.
I said
35,000.
18,000 TV, the cunts.
Look, I'll say if one of you get the answer right, fact check it on the NRL website. But I think I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Isn't it 28,000?
Nah.
20,000.
Nope.
19,000.
Nah.
23,000.
Nah.
24,000.
Nah.
15,000.
Nope.
21,000.
Fuck.
Nah. Doing a new question.
26,000. Yeah, new question.
Yeah, new
Yeah.
question. All right. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. New question. Right.
What was it?
It was 18,000.
Someone said that, didn't they?
I said that at the start. What do you mean?
Did you?
That's the first one I said.
Did you really say 18,000?
Yeah, we can rewind this, and we can level the score up.
I didn't even
know,
fucking
bro.
hear you say it, but if you did say it, then fucking hell.
The chat needs to. Hey,
Yeah,
chat! I
chat.
said 18,000.
VAR chat.
We're going to VAR here. Yeah, it should be 2 all.
All right, well,
This is
fix it
robbery.
18,000 and get to 2 all.
No, it's 2 all now. It's equal now.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, the chat's reviving it. There we go.
Fuck.
I said 18,000.
All right, I'm gonna try and think of a hard question.
We're
That
gonna,
way it's
we're gonna
actually-
take all here, the last one, and then we'll get to the round.
Nah, fuck up, France,
preview of the
you
game.
Muppet.
Video referee, yeah. Decision overturned.
I'll ban the splash boot cunt. Anyways, next question. This should be the decider question. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Here it is. How much tries did Kyle Flanagan score in New South Wales Cup?
Oh, 3.
4.
Oh,
Correct,
shit.
Luke.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's right. I saw 4. That's right. Yeah. Fuck.
Winner,
Alright, guys.
winner.
That was all off the top of my head. I'm sorry. I thought Nick was going to be host today.
Yeah, it wasn't the best game, but it's all right.
It was a good game. I just want to say thank you to VAR for
VAR.
the bunker saving my
I was
life
like-
there. I was almost robbed.
I was like Brent Atkins in a fucking finals game.
All right, let's get into the
Nick wins. I'm
preview
fucking-
for this weekend. We'll just go through the games real quick and
5
give us our
games.
tips. Only 5 games to preview, so this shouldn't take long at all. All right.
Let's go.
Round 16 of the NRL kicks off on Friday night, live from Townsville. We've got my team, the North Queensland Cowboys, up against the Panthers. Cowboys have got about 4 players out for Origin. I think Penrith we've had about 7 or 8 of them. We've had a few as well. Cowboys look a bit stronger on paper, but who knows on the night? What about you? What about this one, ProEnzo? Who wins and by how much?
I'll go Cowboys by 10, and I reckon Simi Valemei will score first try.
I like it. What about you, CJ?
I'm going Cowboys by 12. I think they'll be too strong for this Panther side. 28-16 in Townsville. First try, Zach Laper.
Yeah, look, I don't want to sound confident, but I'm backing the boys in, obviously. Cowboys, 13 plus. Penrith have got way too much quality out. Cowboys have still got 3/4 of their spine, so Cowboys to win 13 plus. I'm going to go with Hillam Lukey, first try scorer.
Gillen Mookie, eh?
Nice.
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. from McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle. The Knights and the Roosters, ProEnzo.
Look, Roosters 10 looks so skinny. It's not even funny. I think Knights win by 8, and I think first try scorer. I think Lachlan Fitzgibbon will score.
I like it. CJ?
Knights by 4. 22-18. First try scorer. I said Greg Marzell on Tuesday, but I'm
He's
gonna,
out.
yeah, since he got dropped and missing the bus, I'm gonna say Jackson Hastings.
Yeah, I'm going the Knights as well. I think the Roosters have just got way too much out at the moment, and they just look weak. So I'm going Newcastle 1-12. Lachlan Fitzgibbon, first try scorer.
Yeah, fucking, I'm tired of tipping the Roosters.
Saturday 5:30, Combank Stadium out at Parramatta. Eels, Manly. ProEnzo, you'll be at this game, eh?
Yep, yeah, I'll be there. So
Oh, good.
yeah, should be a good game. Hopefully, I'll be there, and I'll go back the boys 1-12. I'll go by 6 points, and I reckon he's due for a first try, and that's Ola Kawati. I think I'll back him in.
What about you, CJ? Para-Manly, the old rivalry.
Oh, yeah, rivalry game. Keen for it. Sorry, Lorenzo. I know this is the team you don't want to lose to. I am tipping Para.
Fuck's sake.
Only by, I said 2 points. 22-20. First try scorer. I said Jacob Arthur. I'm going to stick with it.
I'm going Manly. Manly,
Oh, fair
1-12. Manly 1-12. Qualler first try. Cooler.
I like that.
It'll be a good game, I think. Big rivalry.
Saturday
game.
night, 7:35 at Campbelltown. West Tigers, Melbourne Storm.
Oh,
I think Storm will be too good still. I think they'll win by 16 points, and I think first try scorer will be Jerome Hughes.
Yeah. Moxley.
yeah, Melbourne by 14. First try scorer, Will Warbrick.
Melbourne 13 plus, and yeah, it's going to be a flogger. Nick Minnie for first try score. Melbourne will be too good. And the
Fair
final
enough.
game, Sunday Arvo, 4 o'clock, Shark Park. Sharks versus Bulldogs. If Bulldogs lose, I'm putting a pen for them. But
Same.
Lorenzo, who do you like?
Yeah, I think this is the game that will end the Dogs for 2023. I think Sharks win by 20, and I think first try scorer will be the Bulldogs, though. Jake Averillo.
Yeah, wow. Moxley?
Yeah, I got a strange feeling this game will be close. Yeah, if the Bulldogs do lose, I think that's their season. But I'm going Sharks by 8, 24-16. My first try scorer is Will Kennedy.
I'm going the Sharks 25 plus. They'll have a massive win on Sunday. First try scorer will be Jesse Ramian, but Nico Hines will have 4 try assists.
Wow. That's huge.
Hey, you'd want to make a statement, so.
Look out. If there's 1 week, I wouldn't want to play Nico Hines as this week.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
All right, CJ Lorenzo. Boys, it's been a fantastic podcast. Thanks for coming on, as always. A great show tonight. And see you next week.
Yeah, it was an awesome show. And
See you next week.
yeah, we're getting close
Good luck
to
to
100
both your
episodes.
teams.
We'll have to
Good
do
luck
it
to
next
both
week
your
on
teams, lads.
probably Tuesday night because of the Origin Wednesday. But yeah, should be
That's
good.
true.
Should be good. All right,
Right,
boys. Thank you to the live chat as well. It's been a fantastic show. If you guys enjoyed the stream, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to ProEnzo, Vidz, and CJ if you haven't already. We're getting on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your nice and cold Wednesday night. And tomorrow, there's no NRL, but there'll be a stream tomorrow night of some sort. Anyway, guys, until next time, take care. Have a good night, everyone.